Speaking at a media briefing, Dr. Nwachukwu cautioned doctors who secretly conduct surgeries in unauthorized maternity homes, stressing that such practices endanger lives.
You cannot imagine a doctor going to a maternity home to go and do surgery. When a primary health care center that is built and being run by government is not authorized to do surgeries, how come maternity home will not be operating and killing people? And then sometimes our people eat these things. All manner of health workers who please desist from this kind of activities.
Ms. Nwachukwu also said about 72 medical facilities have so far been sealed, with some persons involved in quack practices already jailed.
Since the inception of this anti-quackery committee, we have sealed about 72 hospitals. We have arrested 12 persons in connection with this quackery. And if you also recall, there was a hospital that was sealed some time ago at Oyibo that is being manned by a Korean. He was arrested, detained by DSS, and was deported back to Korea. Some people have also been imprisoned.
Chinasa Nwosu Ministries International, the Royal Church, also called the Royal Church International, has invited the public to its apostolic and prophetic impartation program. The event, themed How to Always Have Money God's Way, will be held from September the 1st to 7th, 2025, with daily sessions scheduled for 4 p.m. and 5 p.m., while Sunday services begin from 7 a.m., followed by sessions at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and 10 a.m. respectively. The church also announced catch-up and deliverance services, which will take place every morning at 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., and 7 a.m. throughout the duration of the program. As part of the activities, the International Conference of Ministers, Career and Businessmen will be held from the first Monday to the third Wednesday of September 2025, with meetings scheduled for 9 a.m. daily. All events will take place at the Royal Church, Land of Favor, located behind the NTA fence in Boba, Port Harcourt. For inquiries, contact 0803 342 4543 or 0802 825 8359 and 0805 610 0704. On Facebook, it's Chinasa Nwosu and the Royal Church International pages, or visit the website www.theroyalchurch.org. Women of the Seventh-day Adventist Church have called for an end to all forms of abuse in society. The abuse includes sexual abuse, workplace abuse, rape, bullying, and abuse of the elderly. The call was made during their 5-day End It Now convention and rally in Port Harcourt, which focused on sensitization and creating awareness about abuse. Speaking in an interview with correspondent Rejoice Amadi shortly before the rally, the Women's Ministry Director of the Port Harcourt West Mission, Joy Martins Igwe, explained that abuse has become so common that many people now see it as normal without realizing it as abuse. Hence, the call to end it.
Several attempts have been made to end these abuses, but we can see that they are still prevalent in our society. We want no abuse. Abuse of our girls, the elderly, from drugs, we want to end it. Against employees, we want to end it. And so women of Port Harcourt West Mission, we are saying all abuses should be ended.
Also speaking, Dr. Ejeku Chidimma addressed the dangers of drug abuse, explaining how it affects health and overall well-being.
It is detrimental to our health, it's detrimental to emotional well-being, psychological well-being. You can see killings in society, you can see it as a result of abuse. We have domestic violence. The consequences of drug abuse, to drop out, teenage pregnancy is the consequences. Yes, depression.
Some women at the rally also spoke.
Those in authority, at home, at school, even in government, to end abuse against employees, because those that are under us are our subjects. So we should love them, we should give them what is due them without abusing them. When you abuse your employee, productivity becomes low. You will see a mother, a father, at the end of the day, at their old age, they will keep on suffering. Some of them will now hide in the shadow of being Christians, that they better give the money to the pastor and let their head parents without taking care of them. If you don't take care of their head parents today, tomorrow your own children will still do the same thing to you.
On the international scene, the Trump administration has revoked visas for Palestinian Authority and Palestine Liberation Organization officials ahead of the high-level meetings at UN headquarters in New York next month. The State Department criticized the Palestinian Authority for carrying out what it dubbed lawfare campaigns, including appeals to the International Court of Justice, ICJ, and the International Criminal Court, ICC, and calls for countries to recognize a Palestinian state. Washington has repeatedly hit out at ICJ and ICC for the court's recent decisions related to Israel. The ICJ ruled last year that Israel's presence in the occupied Palestinian territory was unlawful and should come to an end as soon as possible. On the news this evening, you heard Risiek has promised fair play as Rivers people gear up for Saturday council polls. Election materials have been rolled out as Risiek ad hoc staff head to LGAs. Security agencies today stage a show of force to reassure Rivers voters. A man has been crushed to death at the Nkpolo axis of East-West Road. On the foreign scene, US has denied visas for Palestinian officials before the UN Assembly. The news was edited by Martha Okere. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Sam Chinedu. Thanks for listening.